Game dev, the art of making video games. I've been making games since I was about 9 years old, and I've always adored the medium. I've always loved seeing behind the scenes videos and how certain games are made, and developer interviews and stuff like that. Extra Credits, before they decided to rebrand Extra Credits to Extra History and send Extra Credits out to die. Yahtzee Crowshell's devlogs before the mass exodus from the people and the escapists. The Riddle School and One Night of Flumpty's commentaries before the, incident. Man, a lot of game dev content I consumed had a dramatic ending. The point is, I've always liked seeing behind the scenes stuff in games, so I decided, screw it, I'll make my own devlog series to archive the development of my next game. This is the part where I'd give you like a title or something, but honestly I have no idea what it's called yet. I'm using the name Project Cash for now because, I don't know, it sounds cool, don't ask. So before working on my current project, I decided I was going to make a short beat 'em up game like Castle Crashers, but with gameplay reminiscent of Doom Eternal or Bloodborne. Basically, it would be a beat 'em up that prioritizes movement and aggressive gameplay. I love how both of those games handle combat, where if you want to refill your resources, you don't hide behind a wall like a little bitch. Instead, you run out guns blazing and kill enemies to refill your resources. It's genuinely ingenious and I love it, so I decided I'll add something like that to my game with the grappling hook. It would basically be a mobility tool that allows the player to jump around from place to place and lock onto enemies to dodge bullets. The idea being that it encourages players to be more aggressive and to play smart so they can use melee attacks to save ammo. Everything was going smooth and I even had a very rough prototype working. I estimated that since I started in January, and since I was relatively new to using Unity, I could have it done by the end of the year. After all, what could happen between now and the end of the year to make it so that I'd have to stop working on this game? Oh, for fuck's sake. So now I couldn't make the game even though I was heading straight first into development. So I decided to switch engine to Godot and try work on a different idea I had for a game. Wait, so you just threw out all that progress? Yep. You see, before that happened I barely touched Godot, and when I did it was 3.2.3, which was almost 2 years ago, so I knew nothing about it. Most of the code written in the Unity project had relied on Unity's additions they added to C#, so I had no idea how to translate that over to Godot. These two reasons are why I didn't want to port the game over to Godot, so I decided I'll work on something else instead. What was that thing? Well, so back in the year 2021, I decided I'll make a game for the Ludum Dare 48 Game Jam. The theme was deeper and deeper, so I decided to make a tycoon game where you'd have to go in deeper and deeper into this mine, and in order to do so, you'd have to get money. I made the game in Scratch because at the time I had no idea how to program in any proper language, and this is the prototype. As you can see, it is rough and yeah, well, it's not finished, but since I gave up on the entry, the idea for a tycoon game has always been rotting in my mind. So I decided I'm going to make one in Godot. It's not going to be the same game as the Game Jam, but elements of it are going to be put into Project Cash, which is the game I'm working on. The main idea is you play as a rich guy that's lost everything, so now he owes a lot of money. In order to repay the debt, you have to generate enough money, and doing so requires strategy, as you only have a certain amount of time before they come and, I don't know, steal your guts or something. I'll come up with a better idea later. And after a month of working on it, on and off, I got this very rough prototype working. Actually, a month's kind of a lie, it's more like 2 months. I don't know, procrastination is a bitch. You can move around and talk to this guy who can basically sell you a bunch of stuff, so you can make even more money. There's also a machine that prints free money in the middle of nowhere. Don't ask. As you can see, it's incredibly rough. Everything here is a poorly drawn placeholder made in Krita in a span of a few minutes. And it's missing so many features, it's probably a mistake showing off this early, but I decided why the hell not, because I want to archive the start of whatever the hell I'm making. So yeah, that's where I'm at so far. I know Unity reversed its changes and released a thing being like, we're sorry, but I ain't going back. Because I do not trust Unity. I could switch to Unreal, but that would probably make my laptop explode, and also Epic Games is kind of scummy, so I'm gonna use Godot. Yeah, that's it I guess. I don't know really how to end this, so I'm just gonna cut it off random.